Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits Liverpool post-match show. So, Liverpool are now 9 points clear. Liverpool have been to Bournemouth, where many teams have fallen and lost, and won 2-0. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to share, and also to hit that notification bell so you can catch the shows that we put out and never miss a show. So, I'll get back onto it. Liverpool, as I said, have won 2-0 away to Bournemouth. And I thought it was going to be a tough game, and it was just that. It really was. Nothing easy about that game today. Bournemouth played really well. Bournemouth defended well. They attacked. It wasn't a case of one-way football at all. They had chances, not fantastic chances. Well, one actually, one fantastic chance. But other than that, a couple of crossbars, stroke posts hit. But we controlled them well in the main. I mean, Gravenberch, another fantastic performance. Van Dijk, imperious once again. Alisson showing that he's not lost it and that it's just a case of him trying to get back into form. One world-class, absolutely fantastic save that he makes late on. And everyone else, to be honest, apart from maybe one or two who are a bit below par, namely Szoboszlai and Trent Alexander-Arnold, everyone else was good today. Everyone else was really good. The game was what we expected. The game was a tactical battle. They changed the way they played against us today. They normally go man for man, and when they're pressing us, they're normally pressing us in a way, pressing teams in a way you can still play out from the back, but they pressed us in like a 4-2-3-1 formation, which meant that Alisson had to kick the ball longer than he normally does, which meant that you didn't see Van Dijk long balls or Trent long balls. They were always under pressure, and we handled it. So credit to Slot, because tactically he was on point today. Really, really was. He's been this way for a lot of the season. Listen, we've reached game week 23 for us, and we've lost one game. 9 points clear, and this was probably the toughest game alongside Nottingham Forest and Chelsea that we've had this season. And we've won it 2-0. So really happy with how the players have performed. And they've stepped up, seriously stepped up. Gakpo was okay today. He's been on red hot form, but he was able to just have a normal game today, and it didn't affect us. So I'll go through the first goal. First goal was a penalty that comes in the 30th minute. Some people say, was it a penalty? Was it not a penalty? Listen, he's through on goal. Gakpo is not going to go down unless the contact is there and trips him up. Slight contact, but at that speed, that slight contact makes you kick your own heels, which he did. The contact from Cook made him clip his own heels, and he goes down because of the pressure of that. So, fair penalty for me. And Salah steps up, bang. Goalkeeper's bottom left. And from then on, you're thinking to yourself, yes, half an hour's gone. It's been a tough battle. But yes, like I say, every beginning of every game week, clean sheet from here on, boys. Clean sheet. And that's what we got. Got ourselves a clean sheet. Really happy. Half time, I'm sitting there saying to myself, okay, cool. We've gone in, and the stats are looking at 49% possession to 51% for us. Like I said, it's quite even. That's the overall stats. But first half was 48 to 52. Expected goals for them, 0.17. So like I said, they weren't really much of a threat in that regard. But they played well. Our expected goals, 1.95. But that's understandable because the penalty itself is 0.79. So it's quite high. But the chances, we made some good chances in the first half, and we put them under serious pressure. So they have 5 total shots, 2 on target. We have 11 total shots, 6 on target. 3 big chances. We missed 2 of them. They have none. And you look at it and you say, we're doing really well today. Really positive play. Defensively, 8 tackles won as a team, 3 for them. And just really, really impressive performance. Pass-wise, 219 passes, 86% pass percentage for us. Them, 189, 80% pass percentage. So, yeah, happy with how that went down today. And we come into the second half, and it takes a little while. But, man, I say it all the time. We are the best counter-attack team in the world. We have a nice little counter-attack. Diaz gets it on the left, crosses it, or passes it to Jones. Jones then gives it to Salah, and the finish was sublime. Sublime. Kirkej, you could argue, should he get a bit closer, but he's making sure, okay, can he shoot from here? I'm on kind of the angles. But the curling shot into the top corner, goalkeeper's right, was ridiculous. And Salah is now on 21 goals in 23 games. Absolutely immense season for him so far. He wasn't outstanding today, but he does what we need him to do. He says it himself. He may not be in every single moment of the game, but he tries to make sure when he has a moment, they count. And he did it today. Penalty, good penalty, and a fantastic second goal. So really happy with him. Really happy with Slot. Slot just keeps us ticking over. When makes good substitutions as well. There's a point where the crowd were baying for McAllister to get sent off. His eyes are completely on the ball, looking up to take a volley, and he just misses it. And it wasn't a full volley onto their midfielder Brooks, but he possibly catches him. Another referee could have said, "Oh, red card," but come on, he's looking at the ball the whole time. That is completely unintentional, and he hardly makes contact. But wise decision from the manager, takes him off 6-7 minutes, brings on Jones. Jones comes on, gets an assist. Jones comes on and plays well in general. 2 games out for injury, but comes back and puts in a good performance. And then later on in the game, and for 70 minutes goes, and Trent pulls up. I literally saying at the beginning of the game, we've got no injuries. Like, everyone's back. I wasn't expecting Jones to be on the bench. Everyone's back. Case on the doesn't make the squad because we're fully fit, and it's all good. But I should have touched wood because what happened? 70 minutes in, Trent asks Start to make a sub, sits down, and looks like a hamstring again. So that's the biggest disappointment of today because right now we didn't want any injuries whatsoever. But Conor Bradley comes on, has a good performance, some good tackles, some good challenges, attacks really well, and it's all good for us. We make that sub. We also bring on Darwin Núñez, has a good performance as well. Troubles them, weren't fantastic, but troubles them. He's a presence up front. And then as the game is getting on the edge, I'm sitting there saying, bring on Endo, close out the game, bring on Endo, close out the game, which is something he didn't do earlier in the season. Now he trusts him. He brings on Endo, 88 minutes. We see out the game. Endo hustles and bustles and rats around. And happy. We win the game 2-0. Clean sheet. As Virgil van Dijk says, I love clean sheets, man. So, as I always do, I'll move on to the player performances, the player ratings. And as I always do, start with the goalkeeper, who I thought was excellent today. I've given him an 8.5, much improved from the previous games a few weeks ago. Makes a world-class, fantastic save late on to keep the clean sheet. Has to go a lot longer today, so his passing wasn't as accurate as it could have been. 23 out of 32 passes, 72%. But like I said, it was a lot of long balls. 10 out of 9. He had 19 long balls, which is higher than he normally does. But yep, save inside the box 3, punches 1. So really happy with his performance today. He gets an 8.5. Robertson, another decent performance from him. Strong in defence, plays 90 minutes. He gets a 7. Can't complain. Can't really say much about his performance. I won't go through all the stats, but I'm just happy with his performance today. Strong. I move on to Van Dijk, who I thought was excellent. Absolutely excellent. I've given him an 8. He's just been so commanding of late. Really commanding. And really appreciate how he's been playing. Konate comes in, looking better, looking fitter, looking stronger. He gets 7.5. Happy with his performance. Has to do a lot. In fact, I give him an 8 as well. Has to do a lot of covering for Trent because Trent doesn't have a great game. Has to go out wide quite a bit to deal with Semenyo, and he does a good job on him. Trent, so Konate gets an 8 as well. Trent, I've given him a 6.5. Didn't think he was that good today. Just had one of those games where he just doesn't look sharp. And then obviously does his hamstring. So hopefully it's not a long injury. But when you're asking to come off, that means you felt something. So it's not a precaution as much. But touch wood, hopefully it's nothing serious and he's out for couple of weeks. I move on to McAllister. He gets a 6.5 as well. I thought he done well. In fact, 7. He gets a 7. I thought he done well, but gets himself in a bit of trouble with a lazy block, which gets him on a yellow card. Which then he's on the eggshells from that moment onwards. Only plays 61 minutes, so I've given him a 7. Gravenberch, really good today, really good. Most tackles today with 4 in the match. Was the most accurate passer, 93%. To out of all the guys that played more than 45 minutes, and he won the most duels, 9. So really happy with the performance today. Can't really, he's just been fantastic. For me, he's been the best midfielder in the Premier League this season. Some people say it's Caicedo, but for me, it's him. And my bias, yes, he's a Liverpool fan, so yes, it's him. We move on to Szoboszlai. Wasn't great today. His engine work, yes. Created the most chances. The funny thing is, he wasn't great on the ball, but he created the most chances with 3 in the match. But in terms of what he's doing, in terms of defensively, really good. Duel-wise, 3 duels, 5 lost, 3 won. So in that regards, he's really putting a shift in. He's closing gaps out, and just that side of the game, really good. Like I said, chances-wise, although he wasn't good on the ball, he still created the most chances for us. But he gets a 7. He gets a 7. Could have been better. Gakpo, again, he gets a 7. Was okay today. Wasn't his normal busy self. Plays 70 minutes. When I look at the stats that I can pull out for him, not much. 1 shot that was on target. Not many touches. 27 touches. Successful dribble. 1 out of 1 again. But yeah, 7 for him. Szoboszlai. Salah gets an 8.5. I was considering him man of the match, but I've given man of the match to Alisson. Yes, normally I give it to go out that scored 2 goals, but I thought Alisson was really good today. So he gets the man of the match, 8.5. But Salah gets 8.5 as well. 2 goals. A lot of other people give him play the match, but not for me today. Passing percentage, 81%. Accurate crosses, 1 out of 1. Successful dribbles, 2 out of 3. So yeah, it was close. He probably could share the man in the match, if I'm honest, but I've given it to Ali today. And Luis Diaz, he gets a 7. Put in a good shift. A lot better than last 3 performances had in the league. So happy with him. Can't really complain. I move on to the subs. Curtis Jones comes on, puts in a good shift. He gets a 7 as well. Gets an assist. Happy with him today. Really happy he's back because we need all the players fit and fighting, especially in that midfield. Conor Bradley comes on, does well, comes on 70th minute. Strong in the tackle. Doesn't let Semenyo have his own way. So I've given him 7 as well. Nunez, busy, nothing fantastic. 6.5 for him. Could do better, but he wasn't rubbish. And finally, Wataru Endo comes on busy, 6.5 for him as well. And that's it. Really happy with the performance today. We've won. We're 9 points clear. Now we can sit and relax and hope that Man City take points off Arsenal, because that will make it a wonderful weekend. So once again, you can go onto our socials, go onto X, and you'll find little stuff on there that we produce, some videos, some of our old stuff, some of the new stuff. The handle for that is @ArmchairPundits. You can also go on Instagram. Handle for that is @ArmchairPundits Podcast. You'll see my shorts, my TikToks on there. Stuff from this show, other shows, watch those because they're really good. And then same TikTok, you see the same shows on there, but if you're more partial to TikTok, handle is @armchair.pundits. Thanks for watching, guys. Liverpool top of league, 9 points clear. Up the Reds. Take it easy. Peace out.